In August of '08, a fence goes up. There's no sheet, it's a small town. There's nothing on the fence that says, hey, sorry folks, we're redoing this thing. Hate to do it in the middle of the summer. Put up with us for a while till we get it done. Nothing. The fence says, rented fence. And he gives a phone number where you can rent such a fence if you want to put such a fence around your house. Now, fence is too high to climb over unless you're 14 or 15 years old, and plenty did, and I considered it. Okay. And the fence says under construction. What's under construction?
So this is
the
kind
river,
of this
the water, this Pavensey Bridge. What it was before was a fine, probably fairly old waterfront walk. Short, but it's no longer now than it was then. And it was a place where people from this town came, all races, all ethnicities, all ages. 2 months, 98 years old. And they came here on any day, usually the weekend, and would sit with their folding chairs. In the height of the summer, there would be music in the gazebo. There's a circular fort over there, Fort Sumter. Who knows what it's for? How much did it cost them to put those rocks on top of each other and create that very perfect concentric circle? 100 people have asked me, what is it for? What is it for? Nobody knows what it's for. You know, nobody knows what it's for. I doubt the town knows what it's for.
So my recommendation would be to thoroughly interview and observe those who are actively using the park, although it's really not a good test until you take the fence down, and give it some time for people to know that the park is open again, and then have a test. It's ideal to test in different seasons, unfortunately, which takes time, but to really see how people use the space, what means something to them, where people feel attached to spaces. Place attachment is really key, which is one of the reasons why we had that intense visceral reaction being blocked from the water. So to gather all of that information before making decisions that are based more on formula of aesthetically what's considered pleasing in 2010 for various professions and what's the standard or best practices. The population who use this park may or may not need or want what are considered best practices or ideal solutions as a standard. So really get back to this community, particularly in light of the fact that you're having a whole new community coming in, to really help this local community feel like they matter and they have a voice, because this is the community park.